The Canadian frigate HMCS Charlottetown is closing in on a small tugboat sailing in international waters towards the Libyan port of Mizrata. Captain Craig Sharpen has received intelligence that the boat may be carrying weapons.
First, we had a report that they were carrying food and medicine, although there was another report they were carrying munitions and arms beyond what would be considered for self-protection or personal protection.
As part of the NATO fleet enforcing the arms embargo against Libya, the Canadians have orders to intercept the vessel. They're preparing to send a boarding team across to find out exactly what and who is on board.
We are unable to see all 31 personnel on board. Request that you have them stand shoulder to shoulder, 4 of them in a group.
The tugboat is flying the flag of the Libyan opposition. The captain is cooperative, but boarding any vessel is potentially dangerous. Before sending off the boarding party, Captain Sharpen makes sure everyone knows the threat level.
I see a medium risk, but a low likelihood of anything happening. I think they're going to be very compliant and they're going to follow your direction.
Shortly after the boarding team step onto the tugboat, an officer reports back that there are weapons on board. There are lots of weapons and munitions on board, says the officer, from small ammunition to 105 howitzer rounds and lots of explosives. It turns out the tugboat is being used by Libyan rebels to transport arms from Benghazi to Mizrata. The rebels say they're on their way to defend Mizrata against Gaddafi's forces. Captain Sharpen reports the findings and awaits instructions. The decision is referred up the chain of command to NATO HQ. Meanwhile, the Canadians withdraw their boarding team but stay close to the vessel. NATO decides not to impede the rebels and to let the tugboat proceed.
That vessel that we stopped today was transiting between 2 Libyan harbors, and the captain and crew acted exactly as they should have. They consulted NATO, received a legal opinion, and were directed to release the vessel to allow it to proceed on its way.
I'm Mike Mühlberger reporting for the NATO channel from the central Mediterranean Sea.